At Suncorp Stadium, this is the Brisbane Big League 1994 Grand Final, featuring minor premiers the Redcliffe Dolphins and defending champions West's Panthers.
Hello and welcome to Suncorp Stadium. Yes, Grand Final day. The atmosphere is great. Quite a good crowd building up here today. Many of them, I think, expecting a changing in the guard. There's no doubt at all, West have been the dominant side of the 90s. They've been in 4 consecutive grand finals. They won the last 2, and they won't relinquish this title very easily at all. On the other hand, Redcliffe, minor premiers, they've only lost 4 games this year, but there's enormous pressure on them because you have to go back to 1965, the last time they won a grand final here in Brisbane. Western Suburbs take the field in the 1994 Grand Final. Schultz, Maguire, Smith, Strutton, Tong, Bowen the captain and Berrigan. And in the forwards, Vivian, Green, Redcliffe, Liddell, Little and Seaby. The Dolphins trying to get their first premiership in 29 years. Canning, Miller, Rick McGrady and his brother Jason in the centres. Smith, Adamson, O'Reilly, the halfback. And in the forwards, Spark, Tweedy, Graham, Rubisam, Collins and Pike. West position for a very deep kick-off, as is the norm. Deep downfield, that's Redcliffe, gets a hold of it. And he'll bring it back 10 metres from his own goal line. Great day for the Dolphins so far. Redcliffe in the Colts, 12 points to 8. And in reserve grade, 32 points to 22. But this is the one that counts. This is the one they want to win. And Vivian, but they're on attack. Inside that's a good straight back. But no, the referee Ian Irwin says he was touching the man as he made that strike. You cannot touch the player as he's about to play the ball. Touch to the right-hand side of the post. There's the look at it. Should not be a problem for a player of his calibre. Not a problem at all. 2 points to 0. The Panthers lead after 9 minutes of the grand final. Dangerous back line. Graham at dummy half to Adamson, to O'Reilly. Out here to Spark. Good defence. Pops it back though. That's a good little pop back. O'Reilly gets into space. He'll go all the way. No, just lost
great
it.
Tackle, Schultz. Just think they can't hold out if they keep making fundamental errors without clearing their ball from their own 30-metre zone.
O'Reilly, he's through. Clean break by O'Reilly. Great defence again by Schultz. Popped it up nicely. Out to Ricky McGrady. Beautiful hands. Through Graham to Ricky McGrady. Beautiful play initially by O'Reilly, the halfback. A number of times we've seen Adamson stand inside O'Reilly, even though they play in reverse halfback 5'8". Adamson often the player to take it first up. And we'll see it here again. Adamson fires it out to O'Reilly. Always players in motion. O'Reilly just holds it up, lets the sliding defence go. Good attempted tackle by Schultz initially, but O'Reilly does beautifully well. Out to Graham, fires the long pass out. Ricky McGrady, too much pace. Brings it around to improve the position. At 4-2 to the Dolphins. He's missed it. The score remains 4 points to 2 after 18 minutes. Along with Adamson. This time Little standing one off the ruck. Long one to Bowen. Chance on the outside with this sliding defence. There's Sam Smith. Feeds it straight away to Maguire. He's in.
That's an easy try.
Well, that's what happens if you want to stack your defence close to your try line. A good passing movement by West. No one running, everyone moving. The only runner was the last man in Maguire, and you could see Smith just go bang and give it to him straight away to make sure he had the most time possible to avoid that cover. Have a look at the short line of Redcliffe. They're only covering less than the last 15 metres. Smith does well, doesn't even try and draw Miller too much. Bang, straight out. And there's Maguire in the corner. Good work. Touchline. Hits it quite well, but it won't have the legs. Just to the right-hand side as well. Score remains 6-4 in favour of the Panthers. 5 metres out, he's a strong player. Collins, Adamson.
He's going to go
from the try line. Not far from the try. Easy. Too easy. 3 of the West players left on the ground, mainly because they didn't move up in that area. Once you're not far out, you must attack the ball carrier. Extend this lead for the Redcliffe Dolphins. Not a problem from right in front. 10-6 in favour of Redcliffe. 15 minutes up to half-time. Will be an advantage. Adamson. The kick up into the sun. This will be a tough one. It's in the in-goal area. They dropped it. That. Smith can't get it, but Sheck can. He had all the time in the world. Andrew Sheck. West really made a meal of it. 2 players having a go at it. Inexcusable from the Panthers. Tong and Schultz, breakdown in communication. Redcliffe have reaped the benefits. The high kick was a good one because it went up into the sun. That made it difficult for the Panthers. Right into the sun. That's what they were looking at. The ball knocked clear. Ironically, Smith can't get back, but Schick gets there in plenty of time. Miller from wide out. Hits it pretty well. Got it. Might have even just flicked the upright. 16-6. 8 minutes to go up to half-time. Berrigan has to come into dummy half. Bowen fades across. Found Strutton. Strutton tries to straighten. Cover defence from Graham. Gets his hands free. Puts it over the top. Vivian comes back to the inside. Great stuff from Wes. Just as Tony was saying, they needed to get that second phase going, to get into the defensive situation, get into the tackles and pop the ball back. West have done exactly that. They've hit back well. After getting a penalty, they were allowed to put some concerted pressure on. Right in front. Straight over. 16-12 now. Still in favour of the Dolphins. 2 minutes to go up to half-time.
Will they have another shot out to the right? Or are they going to go left?
They're going to come straight at him. Up the middle and over. He's over. Brad Pike, the big front rower. Redcliffe have really played it tight. They've just ground their way to this position. They did well to knock the ball Indian goal area. They used all 5, and then rather than kick, they used number 6 as well. Miller. Can he add 2 more? Yes, he can. 22 points to 12. The Panthers still alive with 17 minutes to go. This match, the grand final. Berrigan takes it straight back out. Poor pass up to Bowen. Gets a hold of it. Strutton looks for Bowen. Bowen, great cover defence from Schick.
Oh, fantastic work to come out of that scrum. Bowen was all
Must
four.
score on the left.
Look at this.
Why would you do it, Craig Bowen? You're lucky to get that penalty. And one in the bin. Jason McGrady, 10 minutes. They'll play 10 men now, almost for their entire rest of the game. Smith is in. Sam Smith. Well, they were arguing. Sam Smith said, well, I'm not here to argue. I'm here to play football.
Oh,
West have come up with the points. Johnny Little wants it quickly. Bowen tries to step up the middle, finds Berrigan. Berrigan decides to dummy. He's one through. Berrigan is quick. He lacks the put. Now he's got it in Bowen. Bowen, great cover.
Yes, fantastic work.
Play on quickly. West won it. Come forward, Little. They're offside, surely.
It's got to be.
Play on. No. Oh, now come on. Ian Irwin has called a knock on. To go in the grand final. Looks for the blind side. Out to Spark. Tries to get through. Pops it back inside to Tweedy. Kahu Tweedy gets it inside the 20 metres. And a penalty. I think you should take the 2 points. It'll get him out to 6 points in front. Miller. Has he done it? Yes. 24 points to 18. They lead. 4.5 minutes to go in the match. Still with 12 men. 18 in favour of Redcliffe.
No time for the...
Johnny Little decides they'll run it. Outside to Fuller to Elliott. Tackle back on the inside. There's the hooter. Strutton, can he get his hands free? No, he can't. He's surrounded by 4 players. 4 Dolphins. They've done it. 29 years it's been the drought. A number of West players slumped to their knees. The Redcliffe players jumped for joy because they've finally done it. They've had plenty of attempts in 29 years, and it's only today they've scored a great victory, 24 points to 18. A great victory for Redcliffe. Tony Curry with the Lang Park Trust, man of the match.
Well, David, I couldn't split the halves. Adamson and Tom O'Reilly, fantastic games. They went on the strength of the forward play. I'm going to have to go for Adamson with his greater kicking game. Fantastic game from the young fella.
There it is. For Redcliffe, tries by McGrady, Adamson, Schick and Pike. Miller kicked 4 from 5. Good effort from Wayne Miller. And for West, they weren't disgraced. They were the premiers. They went down fighting. Maguire, Vivian Smith and Mark Maguire kicked 3 from 4.